No, no, I can't believe it. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that we're still running this particular event, and it is amazing that it's still going on and that I'm still capable of doing it. It began with shorter little runs and advanced to when the first Honolulu Marathon emerged in 1973. We began running it.
Going back, do you think? Is it like a little bit of home? Is it just like became your annual trip? What was?
Yeah, well, over the years, there were different reasons, and I think a big reason was hanging out with my family, and especially my dad. My dad was really into it, and it was a good way to see him. He was really excited about that event, so I did that until he passed away in 2002. And now, you know, in some respects, it's a way to honor his memory, but it's also just a way to keep connections with home. Yeah.
Tell me about the.
Well, it is a beautiful run. There's no question about it, and also it's incredibly well supported. So it's a great run for beginners. And in fact, there's an enormous contingent that comes from Japan that participates. Some of whom, probably the majority of which, are in their first or second or so marathon. So I think that's a great thing about it. You have a lot of people who and I think research really, for deep understanding, is much more like a marathon than a sprint. And it means you just keep going, and you're going to have lots of ups and downs, and you just power through it, and that will ultimately carry the day. It's almost the opposite of the sort of...
That's true. That's true.
No, it's great. I mean, I think distance running is something that, you know, evens you out a bit, and it does give you some perspective on things, and you appreciate that you have basic levels of health. That's why, you know, we're doing the research to allow people to live their lives and maintain their health, and this is all part of that general philosophy. And I think it's something I try to pass on to folks in the lab as well. You know, be active,